A bit of anterior pelvic tilt is normal and natural, but if we get excessive tilt, it compresses joints in the lumbar spine, and this can cause pain and inflammation in your lower back. So in this video, I'm going to show you the 3 essential exercises for excessive anterior tilt, but I'm going to start off with something that's often overlooked. A major cause of excessive anterior pelvic tilt is all the sitting we do. When we sit, our hip flexors are shortened. And so when we stand up, these shortened hip flexors pull the front of our pelvis down, increasing the arch of our low back. So it makes sense to stretch the hip flexors. But there's another common cause of hip flexor tightness. If you do a lot of leg exercises like running, cycling, squats, or hiking, you can develop knots in one of the hip flexors, the rectus femoris. And this is a bit notorious for forming knots, this muscle. Now, if you have a muscle that develops knots in it and you try to stretch it, you only end up stretching the other parts of the muscle and not the whole muscle. So we need to get rid of the knots first so that we can stretch out the hip flexors properly. To both test and release this muscle, sit on a low chair, extend your legs slightly, bend forward a bit to soften the front hip muscles, and rub here with the bony base of the palm of your hand. If it's sharply painful, you have muscle knots. You can release those knots by rubbing with the heel of your hand or your knuckles, or pressing with your thumbs or a tennis ball on the sore points for 1 minute a day. Do this on both legs before doing any stretching. Now we're ready to stretch the hip flexors, but we want to make sure we target both main flexors, the psoas and the rectus femoris. For the psoas, put one knee on a pillow, form a square with your legs, and then posteriorly tilt your pelvis. Draw your stomach in and squeeze the glutes. If you don't feel a stretch at the front of your upper thigh, you can ease forward slightly, but make sure you don't arch your lower back. For the rectus femoris, do the same, but holding your foot up with your hand, a towel if you find it hard to reach your foot, or a chair. When you posteriorly tilt your pelvis, you'll feel it at the front again, but further down this time. You'll notice in these exercises, and every exercise I give you today, that I get you to posteriorly pelvic tilt. Tilt your pelvis the other way. And this is done on purpose. Not only does it stretch and strengthen all the appropriate muscles, but it gives our brain a position sense of where our pelvis is sitting, how much tilt we have, and we want to strengthen that awareness. After the hip flexors, the next most important cause of anterior pelvic tilt is weak gluteal muscles. Glutes are notorious for getting weak, so let's give them a bit of a workout. On your back, with legs bent, simply squeeze your glutes and suck in your belly button to posteriorly tilt your pelvis, then raise and lower 20 times slowly. If you find that too easy, you can do half of them on one leg. Just make sure you keep the hips at an even height as you lift, and the thigh of the lifted leg roughly vertical so we don't tighten its hip flexors. The last exercise addresses the last 2 causes of anterior pelvic tilt at once: weak deep abdominal muscles and tight lower back muscles. From a neutral tabletop position, draw your abdominal muscles in and up firmly. Posteriorly tilt the pelvis as far as it'll go, hold for a few seconds, and then slowly release. But don't arch the other way too. Just go back to a neutral position. This will work the deep abdominals, but as you tilt your pelvis back, you will likely feel a nice stretch in the lumbar muscles too. Now, I'd expect to see results between, say, 4 and 12 weeks with these exercises. More towards the short end of the scale if it's the hip flexors that's the biggest component. But just be aware that in some people, the sacrum and pelvis can get stuck forward if it's been in that position for too long. And so if you're not getting the results you'd like to see, you may need to see a professional to get that area freed up. But that's it for today. Hope you liked the video. If you did, please consider liking, commenting and subscribing to support the channel because it really helps. Cheers. A bit of excess... Hold on. The hip flexors properly. I always completely again.